Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Let's take a moment to talk a little bit about what might be reasonable to expect for the price of XRP in the coming days and weeks. I've got opinions from multiple chart analysts in this video, and it's a fun little Sunday. I know that yesterday, obviously, there was much more explosive price action, but don't believe for a moment that that's the end of it. The fireworks they've completed. That is it. And now, for the next several years, XRP is just going to sit right at its current price point and just not really budge. Not so much going to be the case here. So here are a couple headlines from the Daily Hodl first. Is XRP heading to $2? Crypto analyst traces path ahead for fourth largest cryptocurrency. I've also got this piece from newsbtc.com, the most reliable, trustworthy source for all things Ripple and XRP. No, not at all. It's newsbtc.com. I'll tell you what, when they write anything that sounds remotely positive about XRP, I just assume like it pains their souls when they must do this because there's positive price action or news surrounding Ripple and XRP. But here's the headline. XRP sees parabolic explosion overnight as analysts eye further upside. But you see, and you'll see too, like even when they have these positive headlines though, they'll make sure to throw in as much as they can to like pepper the narrative with as many negative sounding things as they can. They'll write stuff like the embattled crypto coin XRP, just a bunch of BS like that. Oh yes, it's that XRP, it's so embattled right now, it's totes embattled. Alright, thanks News BTC. Anyway, before we go any further, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. And if you've been having as good a time as I have just tracking this fun little XRP price action, given what we've seen during the entirety of the bear market for years up to this point, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. Don't cost nothing, son. Take my free content, damn it. I want to start with this because this kind of was funny to me. My fellow XRP YouTuber Kevin Cage wrote the following. I hope you all stay humble in the years ahead when XRP inevitably moons. Remember your roots. To which, on the Twitters here, Jungle Inc. responded and wrote, I plan to be an a-hole in full disclosure. Which kind of made me chuckle. I was like, okay, fair enough. You do you. And then Galgatron responded to Jungle Inc. there, XRP community. Remember Galgatron, and wrote, hey, get your own plans. Which, by the way, if you follow him on the Twitters, then you know why that's funny. He's a spicy little character. I'm a fan, though. I'm a fan of all of them, but I kind of got a kick out of that, so I thought I'd kind of share it with you. Because I firmly believe that XRP will be worth substantially more than it is today, and who knows, maybe some people will change the way that they treat people and just become pricks, but I'm just going to keep being my own Moon Lambo self. Whether you think that's good or bad, that's not going to be changing here. And to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. But as I record this, XRP is at 44.5 cents. Bitcoin is at $18,477. Market cap for the asset class up to $540 million. I think that's the highest it's been all year. And Bitcoin dominance has been decreasing at 63.42%, with no doubt XRP leading the charge in rallying the altcoins and taking out some of that Bitcoin dominance. And again, I think Bitcoin's going to continue to do well. I want it to do well. I'm just more excited about XRP because of all the top 10 cryptos, all the large cap coins, which is where I personally am most interested. In terms of risk tolerance, I don't want to have a bunch of small cap coins, much less questionable in terms of long-term viability, this or that. But out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, to me, personally, my humble opinion is that XRP by far represents the greatest opportunity in terms of just lopsided gains relative to any other asset class. Really, just pick your asset class or specific stocks or whatever it is. I think XRP is just going to outpace all the other top 10. I will not be surprised in the least because there's substantially less money in it, so it takes way less money flowing in to get this doubling, tripling, quadrupling effect. Whereas with even ETH, even if you're long ETH, and nothing against these other coins, I'm not a maximalist of any coin, but even for ETH, just to get back to its all-time high, you need to less than triple. So that'd be a threefold increase. Well, look at XRP. Get closer to $4. You're looking at an eightfold increase, and that's considering that it's up over 100% in recent weeks. And even with that huge increase, it would still need to increase eightfold just to get back to that. And do we really think that XRP is never going to get back up there? I'm just saying, guys. All right, into this piece now from the Daily Hodl. Is XRP heading to $2? Well, I'll tell you what, I don't make price predictions, but I'd be shocked if that never happened. Maybe I'm wrong about it all. Maybe it all goes to zero, but I don't believe that for a moment. A popular crypto analyst is tracing XRP's next move after its big weekend breakout. Michael Vandepop tells his 85,000 followers on Twitter that XRP has a long road ahead before it can come close to $2, which some analysts have predicted could happen in the next extended bull cycle. Well, analysts, a lot of analysts are saying much higher than $2 in the next bull cycle. But I just wanted to run through this because I love sharing like all sorts of different opinions. And it's funny to me where like the most bearish prediction that I could find from a chart analyst today when they're talking about the next market cycle, the most bearish one was $2. When $2 is the bearish one, like, that's not bad, because before you could find all that, especially if they're like chart analysts that are just straight up haters. XRP going to 10 cents. Okay, well, yeah, maybe if something happens or like markets across the whole world tank thanks to another pandemic type situation, okay, maybe then. But outside of that, some of these people, man, it's just, they're living in fairy tale lands here. But anyway, before traders should expect such massive moves, again, getting to $2 for the fourth largest cryptocurrency, Vandepop says XRP has to first prove it can turn resistance at the 30-cent mark into support. And by the way, I shared just the other day, there are all sorts of analysts that think that we're pretty well there. Like technically, maybe it'll come down a bit, and even if not testing as low as 30 cents, you'll just kind of see that there will be a new level of support, even if it's a little higher than that. But the general consensus to this point is that that level, which was previously resistance until just the other day, more likely than not is currently support, even though it hasn't come down to really be tested yet. That's the expectation anyway. Anyway, he notes that XRP's rise to its current price of 43 cents marks the digital asset's first higher high since the bear market that began back in early 2018. And here's a quote. What you want to see, and what you often see with XRP, is a sharp run-up and correction. Sharp run-up, correction. That's why I'm getting a little bit cautious on the moves of XRP at this point. You generally want to see that it regains the previous support. We broke through, and now we want to see the support resistance flip at 30 cents, see that occur. Which, frankly, to me, is a perfectly reasonable thing to note and share with your massive 85,000 follower audience. And so for those of you that are new to the world of crypto, you have to, you're going to want to have a strong stomach or else these markets are not for you, because the volatility is going to continue to be extreme. But to me, that's a positive. I wouldn't want an asset that wasn't volatile. I'm not interested. I mean, unless I wanted to talk about wealth preservation, that's not what I'm going for right here with this. If it were expected to just trade sideways more or less like gold typically does, well, what the hell's the fun in that? I understand there can be downside, but I think that if XRP in particular is going to truly have long-term viability, if I just hold on long enough, the volatility will make it totally worth it to hold this. I personally believe here. But in the short term, don't be surprised. Nothing's going to go up in a perfectly straight line. There will be retracements. Even in 2017, when XRP went from 20-something cents in a matter of weeks up to almost $4, there were absolutely pullbacks, and people got shaken out. Now, you never know where the top's going to be in terms of a market, and so I totally get that, and some people are just like, okay, who knows? Maybe this is the last burst up. And eventually it was. Eventually got to that all-time high of $3.84. But just understand, we're at the beginning of the bullish of this bull market cycle here, and I don't know what the top's going to be for XRP. I don't, but I believe it's going to be way more than it was during the last cycle. I certainly believe that, and so I don't feel like we're in any serious danger of it going back down to regularly being around the 20-cent mark. That's not, and I'm saying that just based on what I'm tracking from other all sorts of chart analysts all over the webernets here. But just don't be surprised. Even if it does go back into the 30-something cent zone, it doesn't mean the sky's falling. It would be weird if we didn't have pullbacks. It doesn't mean something is horrendously wrong, all right? And if chart analysts start saying, what we're reading in the charts here would leave us to believe so-and-so and it's negative, I'll share it with you. You want to be armed with knowledge just like I do. I'll share it with you if it's out there. This is not a hype channel. We don't only talk about the positive stuff here. If something is sounding a little scary out there in terms of price action, I'll let you know. But for me, I'm not going to get shaken out. I have publicly stated the whole time I've been running this damn channel that if I'm wrong about XRP, I will ride this bitch to zero. I swear I will, if I'm actually wrong about it. But I do not believe for a moment that I'm wrong. I believe, like I keep saying, it's going to be worth substantially more than it is today. And really, if for no other reason, even if you're somebody that is newer to the space and you haven't had an opportunity to thoroughly research the use case for XRP, if you couldn't even articulate in a meaningful way why it deserves to be here, even outside of that, and it's still worth knowing that stuff, but even outside of that, well, damn it, XRP is just following the price action of Bitcoin, you know? And that's an easy one to understand. It's being positioned as a store of value by everybody at this point. And I'm not going to get into a conversation in this video about the long-term viability of that, but right now that's the narrative. People are buying into it, and maybe it'll truly have staying power just for that use case forever. That's certainly possible. And for now, people are just treating alts in a very similar fashion. Whatever your altcoin is, it's just following the price action of Bitcoin. So we'll see here. But anyway, if XRP is able to cement a new level of support, Vanderpop says he believes investors should look for a rally to the 55-cent mark early next year. And then here's another quote. If we flip that, we can make another higher low, and we are going to target a new higher high in the next quarter, and I'm expecting the next happy altcoin season to occur between January and March or April. The next upwards run will probably take XRP towards the next resistance zone of 55 to 65 cents. And again, that doesn't sound bad to me, and I know it'd be months away, and we want it. No, I totally get it. But if that's the biggest bear case that I can find today, I'm smiling, man. Like, I am not feeling bad about that. And this individual, by the way, nothing against him at all on a personal level, I'm at all, but he is one of these people that is not a fan of XRP, and so he is saying genuinely honest stuff. He also then did put out this tweet, though. I was just like, oh, man, this is burning my biscuits, bro. He wrote, Bitcoin is down 10% since all-time high. XRP is down 86% since all-time high. Yet the loudest people on Earth, those XRP fans. Well, first of all, I'd say the truly loudest people, it's those damn Bitcoin maxi trolls that sound like this. Bitcoin, all-time high, no Ripple. Get out of here, Bitcoin maxi troll. Waddle off to your little dumpster fire under your bridge where you can munch on your favorite food, which is room temperature cottage cheese as you charge people a Bitcoin fee to cross your bridge, and it takes days. Ain't nobody got time for that. And so you see, this is the way that people that just, from an ideological perspective, cannot stand Ripple and XRP, this is the way they look at this. Bitcoin, which has already come back up damn near to its all-time high, do you believe that if you invest in Bitcoin today or XRP today, if you fast forward a year, or not even a year, let's not put a time frame on it. Once this market cycle is done, from where Bitcoin is now to whatever its top ends up being, and also from where XRP is now to whatever its top ends up being, the very tippy top of the market cycle, what do you think will end up proving to have been a better investment from this point? Because understand, for Bitcoin to get a doubling effect, you understand substantially more money has to flow in. Nowhere near as much money has to flow into XRP to get the doubling effect. Just a few participants, and it can jump up quickly. Hell, it did it yesterday. just about, It's insane here. And so it's just kind of silly that people look like this and then they say XRP fans are noisy. Well, look, if you want to call us noisy yesterday while we were rejoicing after being in a bear market for years, well, okay, fine. I'm just saying in a general sense, it's the Bitcoin maxi trolls that are the snarky ones out there. And they smell like sadness on top. You can tell when there's a Bitcoin maxi troll out there because it smells like sadness and room temperature cottage cheese. And ain't nobody want to have a piece of that. I'm just saying, man. And then here's a tweet from Pentoshi, a chart analyst. He wrote, and by the way, he's got 36,900 followers, and wrote, most crypto Twitter who bashes Ripple are secretly XRP fans and love to long the S word out of it. Most even secretly have significant spot holdings and get off when it goes up. They hate themselves for the love of Ripple. That's what goes on behind the scenes in my conversations with influencers. They can't get enough of it. They want it. It's like a drug, and they are all panic selling their Bitcoin for it. This is what I'm told in these conversations. And he's got a little laughy face. And I wanted to point just something out here. That if you are an influencer in the world of crypto, and you're just like Mr. Pro Bitcoin, and that's your stance, like that's your platform, understand that if you like XRP, you are going to get disowned by a bunch of people that follow you. So if you're public about that, that is absolutely true, and that's kind of awful. Whereas, for instance, me, so fine, this is an XRP-centric channel. I can tell you I like whatever coin under the sun, and none of you are going to disown me for that. Not even if I say I like Dogecoin. None of you are going to... Actually, some of you are Dogecoin holders out there, so I'm just teasing a little bit. But look, do you get what I'm saying here? We're not here for ideological reasons. We're here because we believe that there's an opportunity, and hopefully we're freaking right. I think we are. But it's just it just comes from completely different places here. As if a cryptocurrency that's being positioned by a developer to help the legacy financial system, there's something inherently wrong with that, they think. That's just... I'm just glad that that's not the side of the fence that I'm on. Just saying here. Into this piece now from News BTC. XRP sees parabolic explosion overnight as analysts eye further upside. Oh, yeah, I know that headline's painful. But check out the first sentence in this. Much to the surprise of investors, there we go. XRP has been one of the best performing cryptocurrencies over the past days, with bulls taking full control of its price action following a break above its trading range of 20 cents and 30 cents. Much to the surprise of surprise to who? I wasn't the least bit surprised. I've been following what the chart analysts have been saying in the days and weeks leading up to this, and we didn't know exactly when something was going to pop, but it wasn't remotely surprising. And seriously, for those of you that were following my channel, especially in the 3 to 4 days in particular leading up to this, you knew that there was a high probability that something this explosive was going to happen. High level of probability. Nothing's a certainty, but based on what the analysts had been sharing with us, because I'd never seen something like so many analysts all on the same page in the general direction. It wasn't like a little up, it was like explosive, which did happen. But here, News BTC, oh my gosh, it's a surprise. We didn't see this coming. Anyway, it is now going parabolic, with bulls erasing its recent underperformance trend as they aim to send it up towards 50 cents in the near term. XRP appears to be finding some resistance around its current price region, which may slow its ascent and cause it to see some consolidation in the near term. By the way, if that happens, perfectly normal. It'd be weird if that didn't happen, because nothing goes up in a freaking straight line. There are always going to be retracements. But anyway, it's important to note that there is no fundamental reason behind this upswing, the recent upswing, as the cryptocurrency still lacks adoption and has a long way to go before its valuation is fully justified. And so there we go. There's the narrative. Oh my God, it's not even sufficiently getting used. Meanwhile, XRP is actually being used in enterprise-grade software today. It's functionally being used. But what they refuse to acknowledge here is that XRP is just simply moving in tandem with the other altcoins out there. It's just like they live in a state of denial. That's what this is. Anyway, there is a possibility that the crypto market's ongoing resurgence will direct more corporate attention to the market, which may make it easier for Ripple to direct users to their XRP-related products. Well, they're targeting business customers. Whatever. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. One trader is now expecting further upside for the token, looking towards 46 cents as a near-term target. Well, that's pretty much where it is now. But this would mark an over 10% surge from its current price level. And so things happen quick in crypto. So like this was written a little bit earlier. But anyway, the past few years, do you see the narrative? Do you see the narrative? The past few years have been tough for XRP. I'm just going to skip over this stuff because I enjoy tearing the narrative to shreds, but I don't want this video to go on too long, frankly. I really enjoy taking the narrative in these articles and just placing it ever so delicately in a wood chipper. But here we go. The subheading. Here's why it could soon surge even higher after several paragraphs. Just this narrative to make me think, oh yeah, it's XRP. Okay, whatever, guys. One analyst believes that the embattled token has some room left for further gains in the near term. Specifically watching remove up to 46 cents, noting that this is the next key resistance level XRP it faces. And so here you go. I love it. And by the way, this was Bagsy who told, how many followers he's got here? 63,400. He wrote, I love it when a trade works out as quickly as that. I think we'll see a pullback into 38 cents from here, followed by another leg to 46 cents. And so that's why I wanted to share with you. They're not just being troll, like these are their honest interpretations, and pullbacks are a thing, but it doesn't mean it would stop there. And the analysts that I'm following, again, the vast majority still think that there's a lot of room to climb. So it's going to be super fun. So stay on this little roller coaster ride with me in terms of just following this stuff. I'm not telling you to buy or sell. When I said that, I just purely mean hang out on the channel with me. It's good to have all my XRP friends out there to go on this fun ride here. So, like, again, even if there's a pullback, man, the rest of this year and just first quarter of 2021, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to track all this. And I am not selling a single XRP until we get, I tend to want to say like the $5 mark, and I've shared that in the past, but at least until we get to that all-time high level, I'm just not going to be interested. Because you can consider this, and I'll wrap up the video with this thought. Consider that at the beginning of the last market cycle, XRP was at half a penny. Half a penny, that's where it started. Several years ago, that's where it was. And now it's sitting at, whatever I said, 45 cents or so damn near 100 times higher. And so even after the massive retracement, when it got down to 10 or 11 cents, which, by the way, took a global pandemic to get there, still substantially higher. And so I don't know where this is all going to go. I'm always happy to admit that. I'm not pretending to be some sort of wizard. But once it breaks out, and I personally believe at some point it will break out past its all-time high and into price discovery again, even when it retraces, I'd be willing to bet it's going to be substantially higher than this. I think ultimately XRP is regularly going to trade in the range of dollars, just like Bitcoin used to regularly trade in the range of dollars, and now it trades in the range of either hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. And so that's the direction that I think we'll be heading here. Same with XRP. There will be more money in, and increased liquidity, increased volume, and that's just the nature of this all. It's a new asset class that almost zero humans on the freaking planet have invested in at this point. But that's a changing. So I'll leave it there. But thanks for stopping by. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because of anything that I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.